2.
Oh, are we here? You didn't give me the countdown like you usually do. Oh well. Hey, we do apologize about that. A little bit of a bunch intro right there. Me and Chris not obviously on the same page, but hey, what's up? And welcome everybody to Charlotte Motor Speedway here. We've got Xfinity cars ready to take to. Not a massive field here tonight, but hey, we're still going to get going. 9 cars to take to the field here in just a moment, and we know how these road courses are. Some of these guys just we don't like them, and it's showing. But we're going to keep the fun rolling here tonight, as we've got some fast race cars out there, and these boys are racing to get their way into the playoffs. So we'll see how tonight's going to shape out. We're going to go ahead and get through your qualifying grid here. Reason we weren't with you on qualifying is literally no one qualified. The only 2 people that qualified was Jason Collins and Nate Mowrer. So it would have just been 10 minutes of us kind of staring at each other. So we really didn't know what to do. We were just waiting to see if more drivers took the track, and they never did. So we decided to just wait to the race session. But here we are, as it looks like. I think my trading paint said it was all up to date. I'm gonna Alt R myself, so if I'm not gonna say any screens or Control R or schemes, schemes. I can't say anything, man. I'm calling Valorant callouts. I'm doing it all right now. As Jason Collins gonna pick up the pole position here tonight in that number 3 machine. He is gonna sit first place here. Nate Mowrer going to start outside pole. The only 2 drivers to qualify. You see the SpongeBob helmet in there. Oh my goodness, that just caught me off guard. He's going to start P2. Then you're going to see Bryce Hunter tonight start P3 with the Robert Richards in that P4 spot. Chris LeBourgeois P5 with the 8 of Brett Nelson starting P6. Brandon Zimmerman P7. And I said we had 9 cars, but it looks like Tyler Johnson and Brad Gebhardt didn't make it to grid. Wonder if Gebhardt was doing some race controllers, and then either way, nope, looks like Tyler Johnson kind of has manually disconnected, so it will be these 7 cars that take the field, but we're still going to see some good racing, I'm sure, between Mowrer and Jason up here in the front. 40 laps, which sounds like a whole heck of a lot around here at the road course with Charlotte Roval, but with such a small field, no cautions, I think this is going to go pretty quick.
Yeah, stage break will be at lap 16. 4 sets of
It's like an IROC race, you know. Yeah. It's kind of like an IROC race right now.
Yeah, just a
we got the best of the best out there. Think of it that way.
Just a short little shindig here at Charlotte. On Ford 90 here by L&S Customs, so it's going to be a little fun. Like Josh said, with just a couple of cars out here on track, so it's still going to be interesting with those just a few cars. You know, road courses are really crazy, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch and see what happens here. See if Jason can hold off Nate, or Bryce. You know, Bryce Hunter, you know, he was showing at Mid-Ohio that he kind of didn't have that road course pace. See if Bryce Hunter can set himself up here again tonight.
Yeah, and the thing about Charlotte Roval here tonight is it's so much transition change, just tight corners. I mean, you have to be on your money at a track like Charlotte Roval, so it's going to be fun. I saw a couple drivers, I say a couple, it was like 1 or 2 saying if they make it through the first lap without a 0x, they should be rewarded for this. So we'll see how everybody gets through lap 1 here. We've got a good little pace lap here down the back stretch through the bus stop, then through the front stretch to the dog leg, and we'll get to the green flag here in just a moment, as Jason Collins and Nate Mowrer are going to bring your field to green here in about 2 minutes time. These boys will be racing. I say that about a minute 30, but I'll cut it down to about a minute and 20, maybe just a minute. How about that?
Yeah,
they're rolling a lot faster than I think they are. I say that, though. They're only rolling 42, so maybe not.
As Josh was saying, you know, we're just it's just going to pretty much be like a little bit of an IROC race here tonight. Not a lot of cars out there on the track, but hey, you know, we're still out here plugging, still out here bringing the coverage, even to those boys that are rewatching it right now. All the drivers that are sitting on track, you know, hey, you gotta rewatch it. You know, watch that film and see how you did. You know, see if you had that wreck come up on the stream, or you know, see if they missed it. It's one of those things.
Yeah, just want to see if you get a cool pass here. You know, you go back and watch that. That's always what I used to do. Stream, or when I stream, is try to go back and see if I can see all my cool passes and stuff. And 90% of the time, they didn't look as cool as I thought they did. But pace car going to come off as they're going to go through the dog leg here. Jason Collins and I-71. This is a turn that a lot of disaster happens in. Green flag out halfway through. Just think of how bad that is to start official races. But we're going to get rolling here as the 3 off of the turn 1 for the first time tonight. Down into Heartburn turn. Everybody going to go. It looks like Nate Mowrer going to open it up to the inside through this little section. Down the hill, through the walls. And here, as they breathe it through second gear, you're going to see him lift out. You really let a lot of momentum roll through this section of the racetrack. About right here on the apex, you get back on the gas, and it really winds you out there to that extended section. And then about right here, you're going to start getting ready to downshift, throw it over. You're seeing him drive off the track, actually. And as you're going up the hill right here, you really just got to let the car, again, float. And this is a blind section right here, all the way down through there to the top of the hill. Coming over that crest, blinds, a lot of drivers misjudge, shoot out wide here. You'll see a lot of drivers hit that wall tonight. And then through here, getting back on a NASCAR turn 1 and 2, it can be difficult as well. You'll see drivers get down on that section that is got some paint on it, especially coming through the bus stop, and that'll get some drivers slicked up. But all in all, this road course fairly simple to get through, and it might look long, but it doesn't feel as long when you're driving.
Yeah, Josh, you're correct. Whenever you're driving on this track, you know, you're watching it, it definitely looks like it's a lot bigger than it actually is, but it really isn't as big as you think. It's only 2.25 miles, so it's not a long track at all. This is where a lot of people start having the mess ups, though. It is into this dog leg here. That's where a lot of drivers have that big hiccup. Let's see who's going to be able to really make up the time there. We see it looks like Nate Mowrer starting to a little bit of time with Jason, but Bryce Hunter also all over that back bumper as well.
Chris, I just got word the reason we didn't have as many drivers here tonight is all the gas prices going up. All the haulers were forced to stay in tonight. Not a lot of drivers, were able to make it tonight because of gas prices.
Yeah, that does sound about right. So
I say gas prices, and I heard Nate Mowers out there cutting brake lines and taking apart drive shafts before the race. Before last week's race was over, so we got a lot of cars still stuck.
Yeah, that 971 out there making all kinds of ruckus in the hauler area.
Nah, I'm just kidding, just messing around with all the drivers out here tonight, man. But it seems like
whoa, Brandon
Zimmerman. He's got some nice plants to look at. Oh, I say that. The 8 planted himself in the garden. We'll have to see what happened here.
Looks like coming over that hill.
Ooh, it looks like 20 might have gotten his own situation here. Yeah, he hit the wall. Then Nilsson got involved with him.
Yeah, it looks like that's what just happened. Just a little bit of getting into the wall there for Brandon Zimmerman. Maybe overshot that corner. Just happened to come up on him a little bit. Man, look at that bump coming into the dog leg. That is crazy. I see Akamai Proctor at YouTube saying the jet fuel prices went up too. That could also be why nobody wanted to come over here to Charlotte. I mean, we were all the way in Iowa last night, so that could really, a lot of the truck drivers in the Xfinity series as well, they were like, nah, we're not making that trip.
Yeah, good thing we were able to bum a ride from Jason Collins.
Yeah, that's the good thing about him running the league. He has to go there, so we can just hop on with him, ride with him. We ain't got to pay anything.
Yeah. And he stopped at Sonic and got Chris a free Coney.
Yeah. I like that. The 971 having a little bit of
attack,
having a little bit of a hiccup there. Looks like Bryce Hunter starting to attack on that 971. We see if that 971 hold off Bryce Hunter. Like we were saying, he had that win at Mid-Ohio, and now he's come alive. He's really starting to show that he has the pace, but Nate Mowrer did set the fastest lap that session, or that last lap. Oh, looks like Nate getting up into the wall just a little bit, having to get on them brakes. This dog leg is not like Daytona's dog leg. It's a lot better coming out of it. You get a lot more runoff, but man, you got to slow up and really slow down to get into. See right now, 20 of Brandon Zimmerman looks like he's already down pit lane. Brett Nilsson coming off of turn 1, NASCAR turn 1 right now into turn 2. We're in up here with Jason Collins, Nate Mowrer, Bryce Hunter. Robert Richards is about 5 seconds back right now. He's under attack from that 83 of Chris Bourgeois. And then, like we said, Brett Nilsson right now coming through that back stretch. Bus stop, he will get caught back up here at the stage break in 10 laps, which will be at lap 14. They will get caught back up and get everything situated. Looks like Brandon Zimmerman taking a little bit of damage repair. He did get into the wall just a little hard. It looks like, whoa, Robert Richards around.
Oh. Him on board with that. Might have just had a little bit of speed there down the hill. Looks like he was loose. And then down here into 3 and 4, let's see. Oh yeah, rear end just comes around carrying too much speed there. but he's going to stay off that outside wall, which is key. There's not 400 race cars about to knock him in the door panel as he's spinning around. He's able to get it saved back up. Oh, look at that, Chris.
Whoa! Doing a
This
little
is
bit
live,
of a,
correct?
yes, this is.
Them rear tires are definitely still heated up. Robert just needs to have a lap here where he cools the car down. Oh, you know, Charlotte Motor Speedway Crowdster not going to be happy about that one. And he's going to get rolling back.
Yeah, but, you know, like we were saying, going to have a stage break. So that 12 of Robert Richards still can get back into the game. We know he's one of those drivers that can get a lot done here, too. I see Akbach Rocker saying I had to catch the virtual jet home last night. It was one of those prop planes, and it took all night. Yeah, you definitely had a long way to go there.
Especially if you had Chris flying you in Flight Simulator back home.
Lord. Man, I used to do that all the time.
Missed the landing 4 times because you were AFK.
Oh.
The plane run out of fuel. You have to crash land on the interstate 4 miles down the aisle. You know, there's just multiple things you don't do when you... Or there's multiple things in life you don't do. That's go out looking for trouble. And another one of those is never ride with Chris in Flight Simulator.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at it. You know, I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it long enough that, you know, in a situation, I guess I could fly it.
Yeah, he always says this too. Oh, if we were ever in a plane, you know, trouble. Robert Richards is still having trouble, man.
Yeah, now getting into the wall a little bit, has a little bit of damage on that right rear.
Probably because he's wearing that Cleveland Browns helmet.
Right now, Jason
all
Collins.
That Cleveland Browns luck coming to him right now.
Jason
it looks
Collins.
good on picture and on paper, but then it was an absolute dumpster fire at the end, you know? Unfortunate for the Cleveland Browns, so hopefully they'll get a quarterback. And I think that's what Robert was wearing. If he's not, sorry, that looked very much like the Cleveland Browns helmet. Yeah, that's what it looks like, right?
Yep, Clemson.
Oh, shoot, never mind. Well, hey, I guess you could use that same phrase for this season. Looked great on paper.
Oh, Bryce Hunter looks like he might have had a little bit of going on track there. But yeah, no, that's what we actually used to do. Like whenever I was started doing broadcasting, I would get in Flight Sim, and that's just how I would play it. I would fly to the places that I was calling the races at, and it was a lot of fun. But then it got kind of excessive because I had other things outside of life that I had to do. So, you know, it's kind of hard whenever you're flying a 10-hour flight from, you know, across country to cross country, you know, from, you know, the East Coast to West Coast and then back. You can't really do that, you know. So it just became to where I was like, I can't really do that anymore.
My favorite is when he would get to when the game first came out. After this, we'll get off this topic and get back to the racing, but after, you know, he would do these long flights, his game would constantly crash during the earlier versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator X. It was always funny to watch him do, like, well, not funny, but I guess in hindsight it is pretty funny. But, you know, this dude would do, like, 4-hour flights, you know, be hyping me up that he's about to go land, and then he'd come in here, he's about to land, and my computer crashed, dude, what the heck? And he'd get all mad. As the little brother, I got to giggle.
Yeah, my computer would always crash. I would always end up flying all the way over there and then end up crashing.
And so if it's not him crashing the plane, it's the computer crashing. So, well, but it looks like Chris up here, Jason Collins is starting to get caught now by Nate Mowrer, Bryce Hunter, as Hunter's been riding the back bumper of the 9. Whoa! Come on, save it, Bryce, save it. Good save, buddy. Oh, don't get beached on them.
All right.
Oh man.
All right, so
gonna be able to recover with the stage.
Yeah, we know Bryce has the speed, so he's gonna be able to set himself up here for that later run. Chris Bourgeois starting to get a little bit of track position made up on him, but right now it's just gonna be Jason Collins and Nate Mowrer, which is pretty much what whenever Mowrer and I are talking in you know, in background or whatever, he's always saying, man, if you ever notice, it's always like me and Jason. It's always me and him battling out. So yeah, it's always Jason and Nate. It's duking it out here on track. So as you see right now, Jason's starting to get a little bit of separation though from Nate. Bryce was able to get it back underneath him, so he's just gonna have to settle himself out. He knows he's not gonna be able to catch up here and, you know, get around Nate and all that before the stage break. But he knows with that stage break coming up, he'll be able to you know, reset and get going again.
Yeah, but say that. Look at Nate Mowrer, Chris. He was just a second back, and now he's already 2/10. He must have made a lot of time right there at the bus stop. As they come out of NASCAR through N4 and into the dog leg, set themselves up here for lap 8. It looks like Nate Mowrer's starting to find some speed here. We know these tires at these road courses fall off really fast. 2.28 miles, 12 turns. Obviously, with the rights and lefts, the transition changes, they're going to wear through tires here quick. Either Jason's saving, or we could see Jason already starting to have a little bit of problem here with tire wear, and that's what's giving Nate Mowrer the run up. Or, you know, anything could really be happening. Mowrer could be finding speed here where Jason's not. So we'll have to see how it plays out here, as Mowrer's going to pull it into the corner with Jason about 7/10 ahead here as before we get onto the NASCAR Oval. We'll see where he does make up in that bus stop, see if he's able to find that speed. I think that's where Mowrer's looking pretty strong right now, because it's 8/10 back. As they come on to NASCAR Oval, we'll see where that 971 is going to place himself on the timing chart. Once they get to this chicane on the back straightaway, as you see that 3 ButtKicker machine, he's going to roll down the back stretch. So we're going to see here into the bus stop. Yeah, it looks like that's where he's making up some of his time, I think, because that was definitely a big run in there from that Nate Mowrer machine. It doesn't like as big of a run as he got the last time, only about 2/10 down, but he's doing a good job here so far, and he has it, you know, ooh, looks like Brett Nelson and Robert Richards having another issue there.
Looks like Robert Richards did get around again. We see Brett Nelson getting around, and we'll see, looks like pretty much in that same area, just carrying a little too much speed into that corner. See getting down into there, yeah, just getting that rear end heated up. You know, those tires already heated up a little bit, you know, eat up, and now you see that just hurts the case there.
Looks like Brett wasn't involved in it at all. It was just the way we came to it at the perfect time. It looked like it was, you know, maybe some contact between them or something, but the tire spoke and everything all completely Robert Richards' fault. But hey, here at lap 9, the 3 is going to roll it out of the road course here one more time and onto the straightaway. And while he's doing that, we're going to take a moment to go to a side-by-side brought to you by our sponsors over at L&S Custom. So enjoy a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back here with you, and you won't miss a thing of the action on the side of your screen.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
And we welcome you back from the L&S Custom side-by-side. As we were just talking about that Josh just did bring up, Bryce Hunter has now closed that gap up to a 5-second gap. So, man, Bryce Hunter went from a 14-second gap off of that spin to now only 5 seconds back from Nate Mowrer. So you're just going to see that Jason and Nate might be doing a little bit of a conserve right now. They might be trying to save that equipment just a little bit. They only do have 4 sets of tires, so that's, 1 set on the car that they start with, and then 3 more in the pits. So you would imagine that they should only have to come down the pits, on the stage break, of course, and then you're gonna have that. You're probably gonna have 1 pit in between the stage break and the end of the race, and then that should be the end of it. You should only see really 1 pit stop here from these drivers. As I do want to say, Akamai Proctor, do appreciate you being over on the YouTube chat. We only, like I said, only have 7 cars out on the track here tonight. But like we always say, doesn't matter rain, sleet, snow, or shine, man. We're going to get this Bluegrass boys out here on the interwebs. And Nate Mowrer right now. Whoa, Jason Collins looks like he went a little bit wide there. Nate thought he was going to sneak up in there on that inside. But Josh, look behind him. Bryce Hunter now 4 seconds behind him. Now you can see how close Bryce is. He is really putting on the loud pedal, trying to get up here and get through that 971 and Nate Mowrer. Man, he is doing a good job right now. Seeing Bryce Hunter coming over the hill. Go on board here so that way you can get what Josh was saying with that blind crest going over that corner. That is a corner that a lot of drivers do have a really big hiccup in that you can mess up. It looks like that 20 of Brandon Zimmerman, after all that repair and everything, was able to get back out on the track. Good to see Brandon Zimmerman get back out in that Xfinity car, get some laps turned. He is in that top 8. We'll get through those points here in just 1 second. We know since we didn't have a lot of cars, didn't get those points called out. We'll get it here in just one. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull them up now. Get it sent over to myself so that way we can see who is actually in this point battle. Let's get it rolling right here. Jason Collins is your leader. Nate Mowrer, Ronnie Shirk right behind him, which is not in the race tonight, so he's going to be trying to use that little bit of a buffer. Nate Mowrer in 3rd, Tyler Johnson 4th, which I think he tried to get into the race, but he got in late, was not able to make the race. Bryce Hunter in 5th, Christian Pendell 6th, Robert Richards in 7th, and Brandon Zimmerman in 8th. So, these drivers really just have to get through tonight, hopefully make it to next week, since they are pretty much the only drivers that are out on the track right now battling for those points.
You said it. I mean, championship 8. Pretty much out on the racetrack besides like 1 or 2. You see Bryce Hunter now has closed that gap back up, Chris, to under 2 seconds to Nate, or under 3 seconds to Nate, and 3.5 to Jason.
Yeah,
what a drive Bryce is on right now, man.
That just goes to show you that Bryce Hunter might be the Bluegrass road course ringer in the Xfinity cars. The 971 now getting through the bus stop. Like you said, Bryce Hunter now 2 seconds back from them. Chris Bourgeois about 15 seconds back. And we'll get the track map brought back up here on the screen. So that way you can see where they're at. You see Brett Nilsson up in front of Jason Collins and that 971 and Nate Mowrer. This will be the stage break at the end of this next lap. So the end of lap 14 will be the first, or excuse me, it's going to be at the end of lap 16. I do apologize. I was looking at the wrong numbers there. So at the end of lap 16 will be the stage break. But we see Nate Mowrer looks like he's starting to make a little bit of a move up here to Jason. Looks like he's trying to put a little bit of pressure on him, make him mess up. We know that Jason Collins does have a lot of patience under that wheel, so he can get it done in the Xfinity cars. We'll see. Then that was that blind crest. I forgot about it just as we were getting to it. I was going to say something about it, but I missed it. Now look at this, Josh, Bryce Hunter. And look at how close he is on that 971.
Right? I was going to say something about it, too. The boys just pulled his way back up, Chris. It's insane that Nate Mowrer and Jason Collins were 11 seconds away from Bryce Hunter at one point. He spun the car around. He said, man, I'm done with it. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to go. Bryce Hunter back under a 2 seconds, I should say, to our leader. What an insane job from Bryce Hunter, man. We were saying that even though it might be a small field, we were going to get some excitement. That's 100% true, Chris. This is some excitement right here. Bryce Hunter is doing an excellent job to pull himself back up here and possibly put himself in a position to win this stage.
Yeah, see, it's gonna be really getting close here. We're gonna have one more lap to that stage. If you're going to show that, you know, right now Jason and Nate, like we were saying, they might be going on a little bit of a conserve line, but Bryce Hunter, man, if you're in that 971 machine and you saw that you had that, you saw that 9 machine spin out from under you, you're like, okay, now I got a little bit of room behind me. I'll be able to, just take a little bit of a relaxed line. No, Nate Mowrer looks up in that rear view. He sees that 9. That would scare me. I'd be like, okay, this dude is too fast. As you see right now, this is that blind turn I was talking about. You can't even see Brett Nilsson. He disappeared for a second. You can really set yourself up really awkward over that corner and really spin that car out. You see Jason, man, he is fighting right now, just fighting that car to keep it straight. But man, like I was saying, if you're Bryce Hunter looking up in that rear view and then all of a sudden you see that 9 up there, I think I would start sweating bullets right now.
Well, Chris, you know what's awesome too is you just went to that cockpit view, and it made me get a little bit of remembrance to do build this season. They just came out with for iRacing this past, was it yesterday? Monday, right? Isn't it Monday?
I think it was Monday.
Yeah, Monday when they do the build, sorry. It's been a minute since I've done main iRacing, but I was watching, and a lot of drivers use like applications like SimHub and stuff, to get their dashes in view when they don't have view settings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all you got to do is press the D button now in iRacing, and it brings up an in-game dash. It shows you your water, oil, and RPMs.
Huh.
There you go. Congratulations, iRacers. You can stop going out and buying hundreds of dollars worth of tablets for useless information that can now just be given to you by pressing D.
Yeah,
I say useless information, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Whoa, Jason getting a little loose.
I know that it's there for the immersion sim racers. Save yourself some money if you don't got to. The 3 of Jason Collins, though, yeah, like you said, getting a little bit loose, Chris, here. And this is the end of the stage right here. This is the stage lap. These boys are racing it out, and Bryce Hunter's got his way back up there, knocking on the back bumper, that 971 and that 3, saying, hey, guys, I might have spun, but forget about me. I'm a serious contender here tonight, so we've got a race set for our hands here in the second half of the race. It's the 9 of Bryce Hunter, the bullet through NASCAR 1 and 2, behind Nate Mowrer, behind Jason Collins. We're going to watch him get down into the bus stop here. And the 971's been very fast on entrance. He's been able to extend his braking, but that's really making him sacrifice his exit. And I say that, though, he's got it all together. He hit it every single way, but loose on the paint, like I said, somebody would get. And that's going to hurt, really hurt, as he gets up here into the dog leg. Jason Collins now going to have 410s. If he would have been right there behind Jason, I could see a pass for this lead here for the stage, but it looks like he's going to have to suffice for second. 3 through the dog leg, and unless he has a serious issue, which he doesn't like he will, they're all 3 going to get to the stage break here in line. 1, 2, 3. You see the flagman waving the caution. That is our stage break here. Jason Collins, what a save right there to almost lose the car coming to that one section. 971, a great save there coming through the bus stop. And the 9 of Bryce Hunter, a great job to execute and get his way back up into the field.
Yeah, it looks like they did get a little bit of practice on when to throw the caution flag there. You saw safety car was able to pick them up right away, so that is very good. Sometimes these road courses, they can really wreak havoc on your caution system. You can pop that caution just a tad bit too late, and then you got to go all the way around or wait for that pace car to catch up. Sometimes it can be a really big headache, but that was good to see that that they got it set up here. You see the 12 of Robert Richards. He's getting his way back around. We know that he's definitely loving that yellow flag came out. He's going to be able to get back on that lead lap. He's still on the lead lap, excuse me. He's going to be able to get his tires done, get his damage repaired, and he's going to be able to get back into this race and try to get himself set up for a good finish. Because like we said, even though there's only 7 or 8 drivers on the track right now, that doesn't matter. They're still battling for that championship, contention. And that final 4 spot is even more sweeter. So they're still having to fight for that position. As we'll go ahead real quick, take you to an LNS Custom side-by-side, so that way you won't miss any of the action while these boys get around this really slow pace lap, and we'll get a word with Jason Collins as soon as we are back from that pit cycle.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
All right, and we welcome you back from that commercial break. Looks like the pace lights are still on, correct? Yeah, so we've got a second here. Going to go ahead and bring up Jason Collins. A word with our Blanchard's Toe and stage win. Sorry if my mic was cutting out there. Forget I moved it to the other side of my desk now, so if I turn my head, it doesn't pick me up sometimes. Jason Collins, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Man, not much. I got to say, the three cars right there, the Jason Collins machine, Nate Mowrer, and Bryce Hunter, all putting on a good show right there. But Jason, from the green flag drop, man, you're pretty strong here tonight. Have you been putting a lot of practice in here to Charlotte? And how is the track feeling here tonight, man? We know it can be hot and slicky sometimes, and it looks like you boys are getting pretty loose out there.
It's definitely slick. I didn't put a lot of practice in. I practiced a little bit earlier today for maybe an hour or two, but other than that, I'm not really done very much practice. Just this is one of my favorite road courses. I like it. I knew if I could just come out here and save tires, that's the key. It's not burning your rear tires up. Learned that in practice earlier today and stuff, so that'll make all the difference. It's just keeping my nerves in check is the biggest thing, man. So I just turned the mirror off earlier and just been rolling, man.
Well, heck yeah, we know it's like you said, one of those places that can get your heart rate going, especially right down here into Heartburn turn one. But man, you guys have looked solid on night the 3 machine. We've seen some great battles between you, Nate Mowrer, and everybody having just a good run here tonight. Hopefully we'll have some words with you here in a little bit, Jason. We'll let you get back to your team here as the pace lights are off, man. And congratulations on that Blanchard's Toe and stage victory. And hopefully we'll be having a word with you here in a little bit.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And that was Jason Collins, your Blanchard's Toe and stage winner. See, here, not a lot of practice, just a lot of love for this road course here at Charlotte, which, hey, I feel the same way. I feel like I can get out here at Charlotte in pretty much any car and, be competitive. Not say that I'll be successful, but I think I can be competitive at least. This is one of those tracks that once you learn it, you don't lose the feel for it. You have to know so much about this track to be able to be fast around here that when you become fast around here, it's just one of those things you don't lose. It's a very difficult track, I'll say that it's not a track like Monaco or, Azerbaijan, like Baku City. Nothing crazy on the lines of, wheel to wall. If you make a single little inch of movement, you're destroying the car. I mean, it is some sections here that are tight. But this is one of the tighter road courses we have on, I guess you could say the NASCAR series, quote unquote, or the Bluegrass series. Dude, could you imagine if they put Monaco in iRacing?
That would be crazy.
We wouldn't even be able to make it to the hotel because, hotel what I'm trying to say? Hotel hairpin. Goodness gracious. I don't think we got the turning radius. It's just like.
I see Brett Nilsson over in the YouTube chat saying, I'm just hoping for a top 8 tonight.
Oh, Brett, there's 7 drivers that made the field. You've made it, buddy.
I think you got it, buddy. I think you got it. It's Robert Richards trying his best right now to get caught back up. He is probably on that loud pedal as much as he can be, trying to get caught back up. Which, speaking of, whenever we get back to the green, I know we've only got, Jason looked like he jumped there and went sideways a little bit. Since we've only got a couple of cars on the track, we'll do, just go ahead and get it while they're bunched up here on this this restart. We'll go ahead and just do a loud pedal, an LNS Customs loud pedal, so that way everybody can just kind of sit back and turn those loud, turn sound systems up. If you're rewatching the race now, you want to go back, man, I just want to hear how it sounded. Well, here you go. We're going to get it going to an LNS Customs loud panel as soon as we get back. And, man, look at that. Robert Richards able to make it back before the line. Good for him, man. Good to see Robert get back up there.
Well, We'll get you some good onboard views from the cockpit as well to see what these drivers see under this loud pedal. So again, get those screens up, get the volumes going, enjoy what it feels like to restart here at the end of stage 1 with the Bluegrass guys, as we're going to take a step away and go to an LNS Customs loud pedal. welcome you back from that LNS Customs loud pedal. And if you were watching under that, you saw a little bit of contact between the 971 and the 3 here in turn 2, and the 971 was actually apologizing about it. He tried to let the 3 go, but it looked like the 3 just lost momentum here. The 971 did take, he actually got a little bit more loose that I didn't see. I mean, Nate opened it up to the inside right there. And then you see right there as they're going to the apex, it looks like Jason, I mean, he did drive across the nose a little bit, but at that speed, it is kind of hard to, make that corner from where he was at. So he probably just wasn't expecting the 971 to fully commit to passing right there. It's not saying that it's not a passing section, because by all means, any part of a racetrack's a passing section if you want it to be. So I don't know. I just think that the 3 got a little bit ambitious coming across the nose.
Might have tried to shut the door on
all in all, I'm just going to say racing incident at the end of the day.
Yeah, racing incident. That's what I'm going to say it was. It was just, looks like maybe Jason was trying to shut that door on the 971, and the 971 just had way faster run than Jason was anticipating.
I know Jason could probably wring some necks right now, but if he just keeps calm, stays with it, he's definitely not out of this race, man.
Yeah, we're seeing right now, though, Bryce Hunter, though, he is really setting himself up well behind Jason. It looks like Bryce isn't really, pushing that car too hard here today. Like we said, he got around, had about a 11 to 14 second gap between him and the rest of the field. And then as you saw it there right before the end of the stage break, he was all the way on the back bumper of the 971. So I wonder if Bryce Hunter is just not pushing that car as hard as everybody else is right now, as it looks like.
But he's going to open it up to the inside of Jason Collins, Chris. Here he comes to try to make the pass. They're going to be drag racing down the back straightaway, and he's got the momentum. Looks like Jason might have stepped out of it a little bit as he was coming up the bank.
Crossover.
Might have got loose, but here comes the crossover 3 back to the inside. That's very aggressive. No lockup from the 3. He's going to get big on the inside curbs. What am I talking about? As Jason Collins going to get it right back out in front of him, but Bryce Hunter right back out on the outside, and this would set him up if he was to get on the outside to the inside of the bus stop, but it looks, or dog leg, excuse me, but it looks like he is going to surrender it, and Jason Collins going to still hold on to second. It looks like they're going to gain a little bit of time here today. Mowrer, 7/10 now.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe Jason's just going a little more aggressive than he should be right now. We know that he probably, with that little bump at the 971, like we said, Nate Mowrer not going to do that on purpose. You saw him get out of the gas and let Jason get it woed back up, let it get it controlled. He did the gentleman's thing. He got out of the gas, let the 3 get it controlled back up, didn't just blow past him. And then whenever they came around the corner right there, Jason was still a little loose. So Nate was like, I can't wait around forever. And, that's where you saw that 971 get around it. But now, I'm like I said, I'm just wondering if maybe Jason's getting a little hot on that wheel. He might be getting a little anxious trying to get up here and catch that 971. He could be eating that equipment up just a little bit faster than that 9 is behind him. Yeah, you see him getting all kinds of sideways coming out of onto that turn 1, NASCAR turn 1. Man, he was just wheeling that car. Realistically though, you have no time to
look at the 9.
Breathe. Yeah, it looks like maybe Bryce Hunter trying to make a move here. The 9 does look like he has a little bit more momentum than that 3, but Jason Collins is making that car just a little bit wider. He's doing his best Ryan Newman right now. Man, you see that 9 getting down there in the grass. Look at this. This battle is starting to open up behind him. The 83 of Chris LaBourgeois starting to poke his head up here into the battle.
If you see the left side's what looks like the grass, it's actually because iRacing's laser scanner scanned a section of concrete as grass, but the texture department put grass over it. So you can tell it's a little bit different green than the actual grass. So you can put your left sides there. That's a speed hack here at Charlotte Motor Speedway that a lot of people don't know about going in the dog leg.
Oh, okay.
There's a little bit of extension right there at the dog leg. You can look. You can see the line for it for where the textures do change as Jason's loose. We'll get back to it in a second. I'll point it out to you when they get down here. But
yeah,
Jason's
we'll
loose,
go on board so that way we can see.
He's definitely getting a little bit eager right here. I think he wants to get back up here and get his piece with Mowrer. He's not happy with Not necessarily that maybe saying that Jason's mad, but you can tell just in the driving that it might have upset his rhythm here a little bit, and he's suffering the consequences of it.
Yeah, it's starting to put a little bit of separation now as Nate Mowrer. He's now got about a 1.5 second gap between him and Jason Collins. So that's where you're starting to see the separation, come apart. Is Jason's just not getting out of the dog leg and everything as fast as that 971.
So yeah, as you go on board here with the 9 coming down in the dog leg, you'll see it's right there. See how it's different a little bit? Yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, the 9 gonna get a
good
great
drive out there from the 9.
The 3 loose into turn 1. Oh, he's gonna get wide out there.
Let's see if the 9 can set it up. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of a contact. They're gonna get it straightened up. Woo!
I bet you Jason Collins does not appreciate that right now. He probably feels like a punching bag.
Yeah, but you saw Bryce get out of it. He wasn't, once they did get together, most time, if you were say if you were in an official race right now, if you were Bryce Hunter and Jason Collins, Bryce was kind of sticking it up in there.
If it's official fixed race, the 9 dunks a 3 all day and
the 9 does not back out of it in an official race.
I bet you the 9's going, what are you doing? I bet you the 3's going, what are you doing? And I bet you Robert Richards is going, can we please go to next week? I mean, this is just not fun for the 12 machine tonight. But, man, the 9 and the 3 are getting a little testy here, Chris. And like I said, I bet you Jason's probably not, mad at one driver or 2 drivers per se, but it's definitely affected him. And then Le Bourgeois just became a victim of it as well. Holy smokes, this is cranking up.
We're going to go back and watch it from Le Bourgeois' point of view. See the 3 getting a little loose there. He gets on that. Whoa. Good. Man, that could have really spelled trouble for Bryce Hunter.
It looked like Le Bourgeois might have got caught rubbernecking right there.
We're going to go on board here.
Oh, hey, they're wrecking. I'm going to watch that. And the next thing you know, you forget you're in the race car too.
Woo.
Yeah, Bryce did what, he had to do. That's get on the brakes. Doesn't want to kill his race car. Unfortunately, that's going to hurt his run here to Nate Mowrer, but we've still got 12 to go, I should say. 11 and a half, technically, I guess. I don't know where the halfway point to the road course is. Yeah, Jason, big to the inside.
Jason
Either he just got defensive early or he got loose. That 3 machine looks like he is dealing with a ill-handling race car.
Yeah, right now, wonder if the 9 is just biding his time, trying to... Oh, the 3 getting into the wall just a little bit. Wonder if the 9's going to try to make a pass here. We see Bryce has just got a little bit...
defensive.
Yeah, he is trying to pinch that 9 all the way down there. Wonder how long Bryce is going to stay down there on that bottom lane. Try to just not let the 3 get a crossover. The 9's getting on the brakes there.
You saw the rears start to light up or skip up under braking. The 9's going to make it by. Oh, my goodness. This was the talk of the hour right now. Those boys were racing.
Yeah, we're actually going to go back on board here since we don't got a lot of action going on here. We're going to go back and watch this pass for that second place position. We're going to actually go back on board here so we can see. Looks like Jason Collins coming down pit lane. That's what I was talking about. This is going to be where it starts coming into play. You see him getting on the brakes here. Man, it's getting sideways on him. Oh, man, good driving there from that 3 and that 9 to have that, being that side-by-side.
Was there no rev match in that?
I don't think it was.
Like he was completely trying to save the car from locking up. That's what was funny. Could not rev match it because he was too hard on the brakes trying to save it from going, through Jason Collins and him. I mean, that was funny. Man, the 971, good hand on driving right there to the backstretch.
Yeah, the 971 looks like he's starting to put a little bit of a gap. But now Bryce Hunter, he does not have that 3 machine. He does not have, anybody around him. And we saw that massive gap that he closed up, when he had that open racetrack. So let's see if Bryce Hunter, before that 971 comes down pit lane and tries to do anything, because we know Bryce Hunter, like I said, he did win that one race at Mid-Ohio.
971 and 9 both down this time, so it'll be a shootout with 10 laps to go here.
That's what I was saying. I was expecting it to be a
and look how much oh my goodness. Nate Mowrer had a bad entry. That was him smoking up 2 8/10. He just made up 2 seconds on Bryce. Or Nate, excuse me.
Yeah, bad bus stop there from Nate Mowrer.
All right, continue it down pit road here. Back live. As it looks like the 971 passing stall 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. See, I can count. They didn't hire me just because I know how to talk about race cars. I bet you can't count to 25. I'm just kidding. We'll see how Nate Mowrer and Bryce Hunter is going to get out of pit road here in just a moment. It looks like they're both in their stall now. Le Bourgeois still making his way down. Jason Collins looks like he might take the lead here. Yeah, he's going to take the lead. Good stop from the Collins crew. That's going to put the 3 machine back out in the lead. Right.
This is going to be close.
Nope, it's not. I forget, this isn't like Daytona's pit exit. A lot easier to get out here, unlike Daytona. So it does put him back out in the lead, Nate Mowrer, but it puts Bryce Hunter back behind the 3. Things could get even more interesting now, Chris.
Yeah, this is where everything starts looking like it's going to get crazy. If you are that Akamai Proctor on the YouTube chat, or if you're Brett Nilsson watching over there, or if you're anybody that's watching, hey, 7 cars, but this is still anybody's race right now between Bryce Hunter, Nate Mowrer, and Jason Collins. I mean, hell, Josh, even Chris Bourgeois has a say in this. All he's got to do is wait for Nate Mowrer to, I'm just gonna knock on some wood, but all you got to do is wait for one of these boys to spin, collect a couple of cars, and he's just got to run away with it.
Yeah, Chris, you're right. Le Bourgeois could capitalize off of, some driver's mistakes here up front. It looks like the 971 get a get in here.
But look at that, Josh. Jason Collins right on that back bumper. And also Bryce Hunter. Looks like he's starting to fish for a position too. Bryce, he's, did make up all that time. So we'll see if he's able to make up some time here and get around that 3 of Jason Collins. We know Jason now got a fresh set of tires. He was able to, take a breath. That's something that you got to do. Road course racing, that's something that people don't understand. You don't really get any time to think. You don't get a time to take a breath, to take a break. Just in, NASCAR turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Those are pretty much the only times you get to actually, breathe for a second. You're still battling out for position. Look at this. The 9 starting to attack Jason. So that's what I'm saying. Even in that little bit of a break, you're still having to shift. You're still having to make sure you hit your shifting points. You're having to make sure, everything works out fine. And you can still mess up, even though you think, oh, yeah, it's just a straightaway. You still got a lot going on in your head. Whoa.
The 9. Oh, my goodness.
Big drive in there from the 9.
Yeah, he's going to do one of those, how those Dubai guys drive on 2 wheels? That's what Bryce Hunter just did. He's doing stunts out there on the back. We know Humpy Wheeler was always famous for doing crazy antics at Charlotte before, all the races. So he's, going to hire Bryce Hunter to go out there and do some stunts in an Xfinity car soon.
Yeah, it looks like Bryce Hunter, though, he is definitely showing his speed out here. Just set the fastest lap of the session, 124.22. So fastest lap under race trim is that 9 of Bryce Hunter. Whoa, looks like Jason might have got down there on that paint just a little bit. Might have got him a little loose. We see him still sideways coming out of that corner. So Bryce might be setting himself up here for a pass.
Out of these drivers the last time by as well. Only about 2 or 4 100ths of a second on Nate Mowrer, but still, Bryce is on the mail right now. He wants to win this race. Oh no, Bryce Hunter sideways.
Bryce Hunter sideways. Oh my goodness, he's able to keep it underneath him though. We saw him make up a lot of time. He's only got a 2-second gap now, so we could see him make up this time, but if he's got it, he's going to have to put the pedal to the floor. He's still not out of it. Still not out of it. But as we've got 7 laps to go this time by, we're going to go ahead and take one more opportunity to get a word from our sponsors. Going to go ahead and throw it to an LNS Custom side-by-side. You won't miss any of the action, and we'll be right back after a word.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
And we welcome you back from that LNS Custom side by side as it's going to be 5 to go. This time by Nate Mowrer, Jason Collins. We saw Bryce Hunter under that side by side get a little bit, over ambitious there. Got loose on the banking and then through the bus stop, just lost the race car. He's about 2 6/10 back, not all the way out of it. But man, Bryce Hunter's going to have to really, stop beating himself before he really wants to go out here and beat these other two drivers because he's. We know the way we say it in Alabama football, he's shot himself in the foot, and he's up to the angle right now, and somehow still digging, man. He's still managing. Might be one of those fourth quarter comeback boys. Another one of those Alabama terms.
Yeah, like we were saying, Josh, Bryce just looking like he is his own worst enemy out there on the track right now. Man, Bryce, if you go back and watch this, you have done one hell of a job in that wheel, behind that wheel. So, don't hang your head at this, at this showing, man. You have done one hell of a job behind the wheel. So good job on that 9 machine. But like we were saying, right now, Nate Mowrer and Jason Collins are the closest battle for that position. So we'll see if Nate Mowrer can just slowly get it through here. It looks like Jason, though, he is starting to really drive through these corners a little faster than Nate.
I don't think we can count Bryce Hunter out of it 100%.
No, not at all.
Because he just sped up a full second in the bus stop. Look how fast his entry speed is. Another 3/10 right there, just in the dog leg. It's still not over for this 9, man. Yeah, 4 laps to go this time by. So we'll see if Bryce has anything to say. He wants, right now it's looking like it's going to be a Nate Mowrer, Jason Collins, Bryce Hunter 1, 2, 3. But who is going to be in that 1, 2, 3? That's going to be the question because Jason Collins is starting to put Nate Mowrer under pressure. He's got about a 7/10 gap between him and Nate now. So Jason's starting to put a little bit of pressure on that 971. This is going to be where the crunch time starts to happen. But like you were saying, Josh, Bryce Hunter now had about a 3-second gap, now a 2-second gap. So Bryce is just really putting the loud pedal down, trying to get as much out of this car as he can right now. Yeah, Jason just wiggled a little bit on exit there in the NASCAR turn 1. It looked like the rear tires might have lit up just a little bit sooner than he expected, but it wasn't bad. He was able to grab it back under him and keep going. Looks like he's going to get a little bit deep here into the chicane. That's going to set him up for not the greatest exit, but whoa! He's on the apron. He's going to have to shoot this thing back up there like he missed an interstate off-ramp or something. He's going to get back up on the racetrack. It looks like Bryce Hunter might have had his own incident as well. Yeah, it looks like Bryce Hunter also had an issue there. See if we can see what happened with this Bryce Hunter machine. This might have went back too far if it did. Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely went back too far. So Bryce Hunter having a little bit of an incident. He fell back just a couple of seconds to Jason, and now Jason's lost a little bit of time to Nate Mowrer. So 3 laps to go. This does look like it's going to be a Nate Mowrer race, but hey, we're not going to count the chickens before they hatch. Well, hey, Brett Nilsson's in 5th place right now. Yeah, Brett Nilsson, he said he wanted the top 8. Well, hey, buddy, you got your top 8. Did you see the separation between Nate Mowrer, Jason Collins? But Josh, look at Bryce Hunter. He has not given up at all. He is still trying his best to get up here and get that 2nd place position. He knows that he's not going to be able to get that lead. He knows he's probably not going to be able to go up there and take it away from Nate Mowrer. But if he can just get that 2nd position, he knows that Jason Collins has a lot better points than him. So if he can just get in front of Jason, get a little bit better points than Jason, he knows that he's going to be able to set himself up good going into that round of 8 next week at Martinsville. Yeah, and you got to think, though, Jason's going to make it as hard as humanly possible on Bryce. Like we were saying earlier with all the content. 971 wad. One second now to Jason Collins. They have just put themselves back in this race, Chris.
Yeah, this is where Jason's going to have to play that mental head game with that 971. He's going to have to try to get underneath that skin, just try to make him mess up. We know Bryce is probably going to be trying to play that same game as well. Looks like LeBourgeois had a little bit of an incident into turn one. He did. Oh, into the Heartburn turn. The 83 of LeBourgeois went. But look at this, Josh. Look behind that 971.
Choo-choo. Get ready, boys, because it's the train and they're rolling. Here comes Jason Collins, big drive.
All the way up to the top of the wall, trying to make as much momentum as he can, get up there, and then diamond it down to that bottom line. It's going to slow him up just a little bit, but like we were saying, he's in that draft now. This is going to be the white flag this next time by. Look at this big drive in from Jason Collins. Whoa, big lock up there.
Smoked up the right front, but he's going to get it to grips. They're going to come out of turn one here. White flag this time. If they get through the dog leg and everything's safe, it's going to be Nate Mowrer, Jason Collins, 5/10, and then a second back, Bryce Hunter. This is just turned into a race in the closing stages. Big drive in from the 3. White flag for the 971, the 3, and the 9 of Bryce Hunter as they're going to get it down into Heartburn turn for the last time tonight here. You're going to see Nate Mowrer out in the lead. Jason Collins now back under attack from that 9 machine, who all night here has had trouble from himself. These 3 drivers now winding it through this last time through here through sector 1, as we're going to see Jason Collins a little bit loose. That's going to open up the door for Mowrer here, or excuse me, Hunter.
Looks like Bryce not going to try to make a move here right now. Wonder if he's going to try to make a move. Whoa, it looks like Jason Collins going a little bit wide there.
Yeah, Jason got wide. He had to step out of the gas to stop himself from going out of the grass. This could open up the 9 for a passing opportunity here down the back straightaway. Jason wide, the 9 going to get a little bit more momentum. He's going to get a little bit of a draft too here down the back straightaway. We'll see if he tries to open it up here into the bus stop chicane. We know the 9's been faster all night. We'll see if he tries to fake the outside and then go to the inside, but it looks like the 3 a little bit faster. Big drive in from the 3 here. He's going to hit the 9. 71, no! Around goes Mowrer. Jason Collins loose. He's going to bring it back. Here comes Bryce Hunter.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Collins with that bump to the 971 and Nate Mowrer in the bus stop. We'll have to see what goes down, but it looks like Jason Collins going to take the checkered flag here.
Oh, my goodness. What just happened? My voice was going out. I was screaming for so long. I couldn't do it anymore. Oh, my goodness. Very ambitious. Uh-oh.
As we'll see right now. Oh, as you see the unpleasantry coming from the 971 camp, man, not happy with that bump. Ooh, so that was definitely a shake up there.
Isn't over yet.
Oh, I am sure indeed that it is not over yet at all.
But as it stands right now, we're scored Jason Collins, Bryce Hunter, and Nate Mowrer, your top 3. Bourgeois 4th, Nilsson 5th, Robert Richard 6th, Zimmerman 7th.
As Josh did get the results pulled up, but we'll go ahead and pull them up here on the screen, as I did not have them pulled up. We saw Jason Collins take that win away from Nate Mowrer, so we'll have to see what goes down here after the race in the Discord. But Bryce Hunter going to walk away with that second position. As you saw, Nate Mowrer going to pull himself into that third position. Chris Bourgeois 4th, Brett Nilsson 5th, Robert Richards 6th, Brandon Zimmerman in 7th, and then Tyler Johnson and Brad Gebhardt not in the race here tonight, but they finished in that 8th and 9th spot. All right, and as we see what's going on with the results and everything, we will be right back. We're going to go ahead and throw it to an LNS Custom side-by-side. We'll be right back.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
tonight, and we're going to go ahead and see if we've got our drivers ready to go ahead and get that interview ready to go.
Yeah, we do have Jason and Nate in the staging area, so we're going to see what these boys got to say. I feel like this is going to be either interesting or they've talked it out in the short amount of time. We'll see. If I can grab Jason, it's not good. All right, and here we go with Jason Collins. Jason Collins, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I'm not even going to really get much of my conversation out there. I want to hear from you, man. We saw, some controversy there during a loud pedal that we had. It was through the first turn. And then there at the end, we saw a little bit of contact. Just take it through your perspective, man. We're wanting to hear what the drivers got to think about it. I'm not going to let the fans form any of their own opinion without hearing your guys first.
I guess it's just all my fault, apparently. So, yeah. That's about all I can say about it, man. It's all my fault. So, I'm running my line, turning into the corner, and somehow it's my fault. But there's no way the guy's making the corner at that point. You can see it. I'm watching the replay right now. There's no way he's making the corner without driving straight into me. But somehow it's my fault. I turned into him. And I'm driving the same way I've been driving all night, going into the last chicane. I'm on the binders, 75, 80% brake the whole time. And it's like he parked it in front of me. So it is what it is. I don't care. I'm just over it at this point. I mean, it's always my fault, so it don't matter.
No, I feel you, man. I wanted to let you know you have, what you had to say. We're going to let all the drivers, I guess, say they're part of it. But I mean, hey, like we set up here, it seemed like, you guys were racing hard. That contact in turn one. I mean, yeah, we were saying too, could have been avoided either way. But hey, it happens on these road courses sometimes, man. I'm not going to sit here and try to justify it for you and make you feel better. But Jason, we know it's been a heart-fought battle here for all you guys all season, man. But we're not going to keep you too long here tonight. We know it's been a tough one here, hard-fought for all you guys. So if you've got any final words, thoughts, or sponsors or anything you want to throw out there before we let you get out of here, Jason, you can go ahead and throw them out there, buddy, and we'll get these last two interviews wrapped up and get you guys on y'all's way.
Yeah, appreciate LNS Customs being sponsors always. ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, Huffman Designs, Barber Ford, everybody that does everything for the league, appreciate it. And yep, guess I'll go back to not racing again.
All right, Jason. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you, buddy, and hopefully everything, you guys can get all this settled out here tonight, and we'll get seeing you guys going back racing next week.
Yep.
Thank you, man. That was Jason Collins here. Just frustration from everybody here tonight. So we're going to go ahead and bring Bryce Hunter in and see what he's got to say about his race. He wasn't really as much of the hot topic. He just got caught up in the controversy there. So we'll see what Bryce Hunter's got to say about what he saw in front of him here tonight. Grab him. Dang, Discord is being really weird right now. There we go. Bryce Hunter, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, man. And I got to say, you're probably the interview that's going to be the most tame out of all three interviews here tonight. So we saw that craziness go on in front of you. You kind of were just an innocent bystander there at the end, man. But, it seemed like all night you had probably the fastest car on the racetrack. You were setting very quick lap times. I think you set the fastest of the session at one point. If it didn't, if it wasn't beaten, then I'm sure it's still standing. But, Bryce, you're running very strong, man. Had some issues with it seemed like keeping the car under you there at the end, just maybe a little bit of overdriving yourself. We were saying you shot yourself to the ankle, but you were still hanging on, man, with that loud pedal down. You were doing good. But Bryce, coming away second here tonight, man, we saw that big controversy in front of you. You don't have to put your 2 cents into it all. If you want to comment on any of that, you can. But hey, we'll let you, do what you want to do there. But take us through, your early race, man, and how you managed to get yourself set up, even with all the little bit of adversity right there.
Well, when it comes to the wreck, I'm not even going to get into it. It's not my business. I'll leave it to the two of them to figure that out. But you have to make a big apology to Brian Terry. I had him clear something that I wasn't paying attention to. I didn't know I was that close to my instant encounter on that last one, put me over, but he cleared it anyway. So I guess bygones be bygones, I guess. But early in the race, man, I just kept shooting myself in the foot, man. Like, I knew I had the faster car than them, Jason and Nathan. I know I had the opportunity to pass them multiple times, either chickened out on it or when I did, they came back and, me trying to be a respectful driver, trying to move out of the way. But I mean, we're set up for a good position in going to Martinsville to get secured into the Final Four. There's a lot of take away from this, a lot of mistakes you can go in and fix. But it's tough to become so close. Stuff like that happens in front of you, but it is what it is, and we'll go into Martinsville and hopefully Charlotte.
Yeah, man. Well, we know it's going to be a definitely a tense one next week out at Martinsville. It's going to be one of those you're going to have to survive, Bryce. I'm going to need you to be eyes up, man, because it's going to be everywhere for you. But Bryce, we're going to go ahead and let you get out of here tonight, buddy. We know it was a tough fought night for the 9 Machine all night, man. Yeah, excellent job. But if you've got any final words of thought, shout out, sponsors you want to get out there, buddy, go ahead and throw them out there, Bryce. We'll let you get on your way, man. And again, congratulations on getting away with a second placer tonight. Granted, all the controversy we had there at the end.
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsors, TNC Lawn Landscaping, Eric's Carpet Care, my 2 major ones. They allow me to do what I do every week. I also want to thank Jason for putting on a great league in all 3, or I guess all 4 now because of dirt. All 4 leagues, and I look forward to racing this season next year. Thanks for Brian for admin this race all season, and yeah, pretty much it, guys.
All right, well, heck yeah, we appreciate you up here, Bryce. Sorry, excuse me. But hey, man, we hopefully we see you run strong here next week at Martinsville. You've done a good job up to this point, man. And hey, congratulations on the second placer tonight. We'll let you get on your ways.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And that was Bryce Hunter. Going to go ahead and bring up our third and final interview of Nate Mowrer. And man, I feel like this one's going to be even more interesting than the first one. This one's going to be a good one. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Nate could be one of those guys that's very calm under pressure. We'll see. Nate, Mowrer, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you guys. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, man. Well, like we've said, we're gonna let you tell us your side of the story. There, it's kind of like we're building a case here. Me and Chris are gonna be the judge.
I'm just gonna say this. I wasn't even upset until he came in before interview started and started accusing me, saying I wasn't going to make the turn there when he was clearly on my outside and cut back down into me. Whatever, it's racing. You're going to have that between the 2 top dogs of the league. You're going to have it. I mean, I don't even blame it on him. I mean, it's just hard racing. But I mean, if you want to get down to the point of it, not allowed to change lanes before the start-finish line. He did it twice on both restarts tonight. Never called him out. Whatever. And I guess he said I spun him, which we made contact, and I even let him get. I let off, and I think even Bryce Hunter let off also to just kind of let him gather it back up. I mean, at this point I should have just cleaned them out, but let him get back in the gas, and I guess he lost it, then come out the next turn, so I went around him, and then yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming there at the end, but I had a good car. I mean, Bryce Hunter definitely had the best car all night. I mean, I think he would have blew past us if he would have. I think if he would have gotten around us, he would have definitely checked out. Thanks to him for letting me and Jason race there for a while. But yeah, I mean, it was coming. I mean, I already got some messages from guys saying how dirty it was, but I mean, I don't really look at it that way either, because 2 laps to go. I mean, I overshot the final chicane and let them guys catch a second and a half to me. So I mean, it's my fault too. It is what it is. Maybe his sponsorship needs more wins, so that's why he did it. I don't know. All I know is my sponsor, Doug Neal, sending me down to Atlanta this Saturday, and I'm looking forward to that. And congrats to Jason on definitely locking himself in the Final Four, and good luck to him. And nothing really else to say. I mean, it's just hard racing between the 2, and he takes it more to heart than what I did. I mean, I straight up told him I wasn't mad, and then he wanted to accuse me of not making the turn. I mean, I knew damn well. I knew for sure I was going to make that turn. He wanted to say I wasn't, but
oh my goodness.
It is what it is, man.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the end and the honesty of what you've got to say about it, man. Like we were saying to Jason, and we even asked Bryce if he wanted to put an opinion. He could. He decided not to, which is even cooler for some of those drivers. They just don't even want to say nothing about it. They don't want to get on nobody's sides. They're looking.
Yeah, you're always got 2 sides, and I look at it. I look at it like, dude, it's the two guys that are usually up front, always racing hard, and really, when it comes down to, if I wanted to have overshot the final chicane with 2 laps to go or a lap to go, whatever it was, he would have never been there. And that's how I look at it. I mean, it comes down to being my fault for letting them get back up there to me. But I just want to say big thanks to Bryce Hunter for letting me and Jason race it out.
Yeah, well, Nate, we're gonna go ahead and let you get out of here then, buddy. But hey, if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs, or anything before we let you get out of here, man, you're more than welcome to go ahead and throw them out there. And again, Nate, we appreciate what you guys do out there on the track every week, and thank you for the words.
Yeah, shout out to Jason for running this league. It just sucks that we only had 8 guys in here tonight. But shout out to the guys that still showed up and aren't in the playoffs. Thoughts and prayers out to Ronnie Shirk. I know he lost. He lost his mother yesterday or the day before. So never experienced that, and I'm not looking forward to the day I got to experience that. So thoughts and prayers with him. Shout out to you guys up in the booth broadcasting. A shout out to my best sponsor out here on the track, Simbox, Doug Neal. And kisses to you, Jason. I know we're makeup. You say you ain't racing anymore, but I know your butt will be back out here next week after, and next season. So he'll be back out here. He's just upset right now. So you guys have a good night. Yep.
Appreciate you, Nate. You have a good night as well, man.
You too, guys.
And that was Nate Mowrer. Well, Chris, do you have any final words for the Bluegrass faithful before we get them out of here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out on the Facebook, the YouTube. Sadly, the Facebook stream would not go up. I was trying to fight with it all night tonight. It would not post, so I do apologize about the Facebook stream not going up. But we were up on YouTube the entire time. So if you're watching this, you will see it on YouTube. So do apologize about that, but I'll have it situated for tomorrow. Hopefully Facebook won't have an issue as it did tonight. But again, big shout out to everybody who came out and watched. Big shout out to all the drivers here tonight. Big shout out to LNS Customs, ButtKicker. Big shout out to Kinder Performance Group and Barber Ford Motorsports for coming on and letting us be able to do this. Also, just as I found out, didn't know about Ronnie Shirk. Big shout out to him, and just to let him know, thoughts and prayers going out to him. I same with Nate. I don't ever want to look forward to that day. So, big shout out to him, and thoughts and prayers going out to him. And just can't wait for that race tomorrow night here at the at Charlotte Roval.
Yeah, well, that's going to be all from us up here in the booth. Then big shout out to our top 3 competitors here tonight. Big shout out to LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Barber Ford Motorsports. This is going to be all from Chris and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. Saying if you're on the YouTube, I forgot about it. Now I'm remembering it right as I was about to go cut off. Hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. We know Facebook was having a little bit of issues, but if you are seeing this somehow on the Facebook, hit that like button, share us out, and hey, we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow night here for the Cup Series at Charlotte Roval. So good night, and we'll be seeing you guys 9 p.m. Wednesday night for some Cup Series racing.